Okay, Coach. Well, with the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. On first down, it's Simpson. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Man, I got you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
We got heavy. Everybody shoot.
Robinson off the play fake. Rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
That's how we do.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
Come on, set. 6 yard. Run.
On 3rd down, Simpson. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. They'll run on first down. It's Simpson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. In for the score as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Ready, ready. 60, orange. 15, check back 15. Get this one on. Run up.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Carl Lawson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Okay, ready? 51, come on. Watch the slants. Yes. 51, Mike, 51. Come on.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
To throw is Robinson. Off play action. He'll buy some time right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Run it. 40's the mark. You better be afraid of me.
On 1st down, Simpson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Simpson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Off the play fake. Robinson. He finds his man Johnson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll roll him out right. He'll let this go for the end. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. So he scrambled right but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A 2nd down run with Lewis. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They run. This is Lewis. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ready, go.
On 2nd down now, it's Richardson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
Let's go. Third base, let's go. He's not going to get me. Hey, alert 3, alert Chopper. Flare. Set, go. Ready.
On 1st down, James. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. They'll look to throw. They'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a give, right side. Simpson. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. This is Archer. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Check 20. Race don't drop. Race don't drop.
They'll run on first down. It's James. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
Back to throw. Buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Second and 14. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 2nd and 13. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Ready. It's 50. It's on field. It's on field. Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50, Charlie. 50.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Returning it is Moore. Upon a 46, a return of 5. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Simpson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
3rd down and 2.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. On 3rd down, Simpson. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Robinson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jalen Ferguson gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 1.
Here we go. Touchdown. Squeeze. Get in the weight room. Kill. Check.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Jalen Ferguson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, if there got to be casualties at times, we're trying to win a game.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And that'll bring up second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Now the ball comes loose. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Exit. 51 to Mike, boy, 51. Let's go, Cat, let's go. Yep. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go, calm the crowd.
Now back to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The end result, 21 yards.
First down, Baltimore.
Here we go. Set. 15 lining, 15 lining. Quick. Switch. Set, go. Let's go.
Now again, right side. James. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
53 to Mike. 6. Don't get nervous. Ready, go. 53.
2nd and 11. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and 2. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Back to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Here we go. 8-3. Zoom, fellas, let's go. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They run with Lewis out of the gun. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Flushed out right. And a throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Dancing to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
2nd and 9 now. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Forced out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
It's going to be a long day. Wide, get wide. Check it out, read.
Here's Robinson off the play fake. Going up top. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation.
And got his man complete. A big play that time for the Ravens. 65 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
He's back to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Ready, go. Go.
Back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Here it comes. Here it comes. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Set hot. Ready.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw. Robinson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati.